Breathe, Arsenal fans. Breathe. Breathe. We won that match. We beat Aston Villa 3-2. Being down 10 men. We got to talk about this match. Bukayo Saka gets the start in the Premier League. Did all right, but circumstances in the first half led him to being subbed out in the beginning of the second half. And what happens in this first half is, despite it being the 250th match at the Emirates Stadium, it looked as though Aston Villa was the home team. They dominated possession. They looked like the better team in that first half, and rightly so, because Grealish able to just work around our defense essentially, and McGinn actually gets the goal, 20th minute, and this goddamn Arsenal defense just makes Aston Villa look like world beaters. They honestly are. Aston Villa's offense against Arsenal's defense looks like fucking Barcelona or Bayern Munich. That's how bad our fucking defense is, okay? And so our midfield and defense were just absolute shit during that entirety of that first half. And what frustrated the living fuck out of me was Maitland-Niles makes unnecessary tackles early in the first half, and late in that first half, he makes another poor attempt at the ball, which, to be honest, that defense should be helping him to clear that ball out of that area. But no, he goes in for the tackle, gets a really, really, really delayed yellow card, second yellow by, what was it, Jonathan Moss? Was that the referee today? He was absolutely awful. There were times where he just didn't know what the fuck to do. And this is a guy the Premier League and the English FA feels is an adequate referee to match, to go match to match and do all right. No. Delays this match at least 2 minutes and sends Maitland-Niles off. And honestly, Villa's players got into Arsenal's heads in this first half. Socrates looked like an absolute moron. And it got immensely frustrating. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Because I thought Arsenal played really down to their competition. I didn't think their balls weren't crisp enough. None of the passes were right. And so, to get things more solidified in the back with, the offing of our right back, Maitland-Niles, Emery decides to bring in Chambers for Saka, which I thought initially, all right, you sure things up in the back. Initially, I figured, why not just go with the offense? But you can see clearly in that back line, you need support because of the dipshit fucking clowns known as David Luiz and Socrates. And alongside them, Xhaka, who just, oh my God. And the worst part about the start of the second half was nothing was starting. There was nothing creative going on. It was just loose balls, poor finishes, and thankfully, Guendouzi tried to make some magic happen, dribbling in the ball into Villa's box, and gets taken down inside the penalty box. And great move by Emery to give Pepe the penalty opportunity, or whether it was Aubameyang who gave him the opportunity. Pepe scores his first Arsenal goal on a penalty against Aston Villa. Get in, Pepe. 59th minute, and 90 seconds later, Arsenal concede a fucking goal. Yeah. Jack Grealish beat 3 or 4 players from the midfield to the defense to give a crisp pass to Wesley. And it's now 2-1. And you are down 10 men. And I lost my shit at this point. I absolutely lost my shit. I thought, wow, if we get a draw, it'd be a fucking miracle. Okay? If we get a goddamn draw from this pathetic excuse of a team that can only shit out results when, the worst circumstances happen, I was frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. I was so fucking pissed off. And thankfully, the substitution that was made in the 71st minute really changed the dynamic of this game. And in my eyes, it was at least some awareness of the fact that our midfield wasn't all that good today since the first fucking half, and it continued on to the second fucking half. So you bring on Willock and Torreira for Xhaka and Ceballos, who both had horrendous games today. They weren't all that great. Ceballos, I felt over-dribbled way too much at times to make some pass or something happen. But the craziest part was this. Willock and Torreira being inserted into that lineup, instant impact. Offense was clicking. The ball was a little bit more crisp. Everything was just going along a little bit better. And thankfully, Arsenal was able to capitalize off of this momentum. 81st minute, Guendouzi smashes the ball, from the cross. And what Chambers is able to do inside the box is just a complete kudos to him as to how well he's been improving throughout his years on loan. And we should absolutely give him an opportunity on the right back position before Bellerin comes back in there. And eventually, I would say partner him up with Holding. If you're going to play a back two center back position, right? Have him there with Holding. I think he's going to be a better option than David Luiz. And eventually, once Saliba gets here, insert him there as an impact player, impact defensive player. And what Chambers was able to do, I thought this was going to be a header, but he just, with the control of his foot and the composure there, to get the goal in, making it 2-2, coming back to Arsenal this season and getting that goal in, I was so happy for him. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was freaking the fuck out because I thought genuinely we were going to lose this match because of our defensive flaws. But thankfully, our defensive player in Callum Chambers gets the equalizer, and Arsenal kept going. They kept the pressure going, which I thought, good. It's finally a welcoming thing. You're finally playing in the final 20 minutes of this game. Like, really? You only started playing offense in the final 20 minutes of this match, which, again, immensely frustrating because of the talent that we got on this squad. And there's an opportunity on free kick with Pepe and Aubameyang lined up. And I'm not going to lie to you. My phone was already, set to, alert me whenever there's a goal or a play on Arsenal or any of my sports squads. And the stream I had was a couple minutes delayed. So I saw the little blinker come on, and I thought, okay, we're going to score. We're going to score. And sure enough, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scores from the free kick. And Arsenal wins 3-2. Boys and girls, I'm not going to lie to you. I almost shit myself watching this match. I did. Because that 84th minute and onward, after that third goal, it was just panic city. It was just trying to figure out, oh my God, how are we going to figure this shit out? How are we going to make sure Villa doesn't get more ample chances on the offensive side? And thankfully, defense kind of choked their way into getting the 3 points, at least. From a Villa fan's perspective, it really is an undeserving 3 points from Arsenal's side because we were horrible today. Arsenal really only showed up those last 15, 20 minutes of this match. And even then, I figured, okay, this is terrible. This is a really terrible performance all around. And things got to get better. I think the naivete of having a set lineup for a competition like the Premier League or the League Cup or the Europa League, it's bullshit. It should be pretty much whoever's in form, because I honestly cannot stand Socrates in that back line. He's awful. David Luiz is kind of a chameleon and he can have terrible games, but you need that anchor alongside him, and the anchor needs to be good enough. And I think Chambers can fulfill that role as a right back, but also a center back. As for our offense, what else can I say about Pepe and Aubameyang? You bring in Pepe for this reason, offensive prowess. And honestly, even before the goal, I've been saying Pepe was going to be the difference maker, and he has been a difference maker. He has been contributing to the offense and making the look of opposition defenses a lot harder on them because of the pressure that we can bring with our guys. And then you have this guy, the magic man himself, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And honestly, Arsenal fans, if you criticize this man, I don't know what else to say to you. I really don't. This is the one guy who we should just fall at our feet and knees, like just like, oh my God, please stay. Please, whatever you do, you are the worthy number 14. We haven't had a worthy number 14 in years. But here he is with the letter A. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So boys and girls, Arsenal gets the 3 points. We can all relax now. Oh my God, I'm gonna go relax. So boys and girls, follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. Fuck off.